maybe talk about the fundamental pace of the car, first of all, because it looked pretty decent. Obviously, the upgrade package has come. It seems it's worked reasonably well.
It's definitely not... it's an update, but it's not a big one. Didn't feel like it was a brand new car. Characteristics are the same. Didn't have to adapt to any changes, and we expected it. And they are working like they should, so... Yeah, it's a good day. Feeling with the car is good, so I'm happy.
Yeah. What about that off at the end of second practice? A bit of a tailwind there. The curbs can be pretty tricky here.
Yeah, I mean, I was just on the exit curve of 3, bit more throttle than previous lap. I lost it. I saved it, but when I saved it, I had 2 wheels in the grass, so I lost it again. So yeah, I think car is fine. So it's just a shame not to have completed the run.
Yeah. How much of the focus is necessarily on qualifying, given the significance of grid position here?
Yeah, it's gonna be. First of all, it's gonna be so close with the other cars. It's a really small track. It's a track everyone knows really well. So yeah, it's gonna be super tough tomorrow. Super competitive, and you can't really overtake here, so you need to make the most of it.
So Lance, you were driving the upgraded AMR 25 today. How was it? First impressions?
The same.
The same. So it's not this magic bullet that can move you up into the top of the midfield?
No, I don't think so. I mean, we didn't expect it to be, so, small changes.
Going into Friday night, do you have a clear direction or what you want to do? Because you were basically A/B testing that with Fernando today, weren't you?
Yeah, we're going to see what we can do overnight to make the car better and go again tomorrow.
Fernando, I know you didn't get to test the upgrades out there today, so how did you enjoy driving the Miami spec around Imola?
Yeah, it was obviously a day to gather some data and to help the team understand the new package. So yeah, try to do the 50% of the job on my side of the garage, try to be consistent and giving the feedback that I had on the car, and Lance his part as well. So now the team will see all the data tonight and try to figure out what are the best parts from the new package. So yeah, hopefully tomorrow we find some extra speed and let's see where we are.
This is a really tricky track to get right. Obviously, nice, old school, narrow track. Traffic was an issue out there. What did you feel like just personally in terms of the car and the control you had over it?
Yeah, as you said, narrow, and yeah, traffic it's going to be always tricky around here. So tomorrow for the qualifying, you need to be that extra lack as well in terms of traffic and be in a good spot on track. So yeah, hopefully we get it right tomorrow. And it's a good test for Monaco, which will be even harder. So yeah, just try to do our best and let's see.
Well, Ollie, this morning it didn't look too good. The timesheets looked a lot better in the second session for you. Just talk me through how your day unfolded.
Yeah, overall I think it was a positive day. We of course had a new specification of car brought to this track. FP1 was really about finding out, how that correlated on the actual circuit and how that matched up to our figures that we had in simulations. Then we were able to extract a bit more out of the car this afternoon, and honestly I've been pretty happy so far. So yeah, hopefully we can continue like that.
So did things match up data-wise then when you were kind of looking at the...
I don't know. I'm not sure yet, but my feeling was good today. I had good confidence in the areas that we appear to have improved. So I'm pretty happy with that. And yeah, we'll see how it goes tomorrow. It's a very tight field.
Do you think you can then be in the mix if you keep maximising this package to get into Q3 tomorrow?
Yeah, let's see what we can do. We're still playing the trade-off between top speed and downforce level, and that's, I think, going to be the big topic of tonight. With the wind changing as well tomorrow, it will potentially change things. So let's see how it goes. Not sure how we're going to fare tomorrow, but I felt confident today, which is usually a good indicator. So hopefully tomorrow goes well.
On the timesheets, the story doesn't look so good, but does that tell the whole story? How was your Friday in Imola?
It was a tough Friday. There's a lot that we need to obviously figure out. After today, we struggled a lot with the front end of the car. And we spotted a few things. So yeah, we need to dig over the data tonight and see, how it is for tomorrow. But yeah, clearly something not quite, ticking, and we need to be on top of that tomorrow.
Is that to do with the new upgrades the team has bought and have you got a clear direction as to what you need from the car overnight?
Yes, we have a clear direction. No, it's not linked to the update. The update is supposed to do what it does and supposed to improve a little bit our performance. So yeah, we will, as I said, dig in with the team and hopefully find an answer tomorrow.
Obviously, we saw the debut of the C6 tyre. Can you just give me your impressions of that tyre, how it held up?
Yeah, it did seem to be okay over a lap. Obviously, nobody's really used it, I think, on the long run pace. So yeah, I think we will be learning a lot during the race, see how things goes. But at the moment, there seem to be no issues.
Okay, this morning, the car, based on the timesheets, looked quick. Just talk me through the rest of the day.
Yeah, well, there's always, many factors, engine mode, fuel load, all these kind of things. It's been a, decent Friday, no problems, no hiccups. Obviously just missing a bit of pace by the looks of it, if you look at the timesheets. The balance doesn't feel terrible, but I guess we're just, a bit shy on load maybe. Don't know, I have to look, where exactly all the lap time is, but in general, it's fine margins and a very compact field here in this, compact and short track.
You got a chance to run that C6 tyre. How good is it? Do you think you're going to be for a quali run on that rubber?
Yeah, I think it's all right over one lap. I saw though, I think Fernando did his fastest now on the medium, which was last year's softest. So yeah, I think it's going to be maybe interesting if people do something different. But tire location wise, there's actually not that much opportunity.
And I know you said you're missing just a little bit of pace relative to the others. Is it going to take something a bit special then to get into the fight, do you think?
I think so, yeah. We need a bit of a special bullet to find something overnight. Like I said, not much, but it's just that little bit of lap time that we're missing at the moment.
Hey Gabby, well obviously I felt for you just right at the end of this morning when you went off track, but you kind of collected things back up obviously in the afternoon. Just how happy with you the way the day ended at least?
Yeah, it was a shame this morning to end up like that. It was going very smooth that session. Just trying to find the limit of the car in the long run, trying to keep up with a good pace and understanding the limits. And I end up catching a little snap there that, in this track, as I said, I think before starting this race weekend, it doesn't accept much mistakes. And the snap I had, I tried to correct it. I managed to correct it, but was a bit too late. And then luckily managed to crash with the car straight. So just a small damage in the front wing, and that's it. And I could run in FP2 clean and nice.
Alex, for a lot of those practice sessions today, the Williams did look almost at the level of performance it had in Miami. So you're pretty satisfied?
Yeah, not bad. I think we're struggling a little bit with the softer compound of tyres. So the C6, obviously it's quite new. It is new this year, and it takes a little bit of learning. So we need to learn it a bit more. But honestly, the car's feeling pretty sensible around here. So. So far so good.
Is it essentially a qualifying tyre? I mean, is the race going to be still like with a softer compound full stop, isn't it? Is it going to change things the way Pirelli hoped strategy-wise?
I don't think so. I don't think so, no.
You think so we're still a one-stop?
Possibly. Let's see. The mediums were really good there. So on our long runs, I think the mediums were performing quite well. So need to understand if we could last a one-stop kind of distance, but everyone was having quite low deg out there today.
Just finally, briefly, jeopardy in the first round of qualifying. The track, the congestion on the track looked like an issue for everyone.
It will be an issue for sure. We're getting it ready for Monaco soon as well, so it's going to be the same thing. Obviously, 20 cars on track. Anything less than 5 kilometers of racetrack, especially on tracks where clean air is really important. We're looking for about 6-7 seconds of clean air, and 20 cars, 6 seconds, there's going to be cars overtaking each other. So it's part of the game. Obviously, the top teams can kind of play the safe route, whereas we might need to be a bit more risky.
Well, Carlos, for a lot of today, the Williams looked pretty sharp, maybe particularly on the medium tyres as opposed to the soft. Would that be fair?
Yeah, to be fair, even on FP1, on softs we're also quick, but already balance on soft doesn't seem to be as good as it is on the medium tires and in the long run. So it's something that we will try and work on for tomorrow, because qualifying here on soft is going to be fundamental. Track position is key, no? So we're just going to try and make sure that we understand better this C6 tire that is, the car feels quite a bit different on this tire.
Yeah, I mean, congestion was an issue, traffic in the early rounds. Do you have a sense that you're in a similar position as you were in Miami, able to fight the Ferraris, for example, maybe?
I think it will all come down to how much we manage to improve the car from today to tomorrow with a soft tire, how much we manage to understand that. We managed to find a couple of turns that we didn't seem to find on this compound, then we might be able to get ourselves in the mix. At the same time, you have also Alpine this weekend looking very quick. Even Aston has seemed a bit more competitive, so it's not like it's going to be an easy fight for the top 8.
Yeah, you look quick out there today. I know Alpine normally go well here, but that was insane pace. Just talk me through how happy you are with what you delivered today.
Yeah, it's been a very, very good Friday. From the first lap, I could tell the car was in a much better place than in Miami, and I'm glad we managed to answer some of the question mark we had after the last race. So very pleased with the feeling in the car. Car reacts the way I want. I'm really able to be at the limit and push it to the maximum. So it's a nice feeling. The performance is there. Obviously, we know from Friday to Saturday others usually keep a bit more in their pocket, but I think it's quite fair to say it's probably been the best Friday so far this year.
And FP1 was not the smoothest session for you. Unfortunately, an animal, was it a hair across the track? Just talk me through what happened there.
Yeah, very sadly, there was I couldn't tell if it was a small cat or a big rabbit, and turned out that it was a big rabbit just jumping across the track. And I could not avoid it, so I had quite a big impact on the front wing, which, yeah, unfortunately, that was it for the rabbit, and also broke the front wing. Was not ideal, but not the end of the session we wanted.
Was there a lot of damage then? And great work by the team then to rebuild for FP2 and for you to still feel comfortable with the car?
I must say it's quite unfortunate because obviously we always try to look after our parts and do the best job we can. So when such things happen, it's not great, but yeah, quite a bit of damage on the front wing and the floor. That some of it the guys managed to do a great work and repair, but yeah, I think we would have all done without it.
So just taking a look at the weekend, I know it's only Friday and I know others will catch up, but do you feel like you're really in the mix this weekend to fight for decent points?
I think for Q3, yes. We know that the field kind of all come slightly closer together on Saturday, but with what I'm feeling at the moment, if we manage to, keep that momentum, find a little bit more pace for tomorrow, I think we should be in the mix for the top 10, which is exciting. So yeah, I'm pleased and excited to see the rest of the week.
Franco, it looked like you very sensibly built over the course of today and over the two practice sessions. So you're pretty happy at the end of today?
Yeah, starting to be in a happier place. Still a lot to work with the car setup, with the tools as well, with the settings. But I'm starting to get a bit more comfortable in the car. Still a lot of things to learn and to get used to it, but building up, slowly, and I think by the end, I'm starting to be a bit more competitive. So yeah, looking good. I think the car is looking quite strong, especially with Pierre. So I'm sure we can do a good weekend both.
It's tricky, the traffic out there. I think it affected everyone. It's going to be a bit of jeopardy in qualifying in the first round in particular, you sense?
Yeah, for sure Q1 is going to be tricky with the traffic. It's we are going to need to be on it since the start. It's only 2 runs, 2 laps, and you've got to set both, in case one in the second one something happens. So it's just important to try to be on everything. We need to check today all the data late at night, and I'm sure we'll come with good answers and a bit stronger tomorrow with a good learning from today.